Everyone. So Myra and I are just visiting our latest property project. Say hi, Myra. Hello. This one is our new home actually, which we're going to move into in a couple of months once all the work is done. So I really just wanted to document this for my own records, but I thought it would be really interesting to share this with you guys as well, because if you are a property geek like I am, and if you want to or are considering any refurb works, and if you are interested in like interiors and decor and renovation and just property in general, then I think it's really interesting. So this might not be a video for everyone and anyone, but if you are interested in this stuff, then I think it's super interesting to watch these videos, because I've watched quite a few of these on YouTube. So today I just wanted to talk through what this project is all about, what our plans are, and I actually haven't even gone around the house yet. So let's do that together and I can talk through what's been happening so far and what's going to happen next. So basically we bought this house and it's a semi-detached Edwardian house, and I won't go into the details of what that means. If you're in the UK, you would already know that. But it is from 1908, so it's really, really old. And the owner who lived here had lived here for a good part of his life, like a really long time, and he did not get much work done. So it needs a lot of TLC and it needs modernization. It just needs a good update. And so we knew all of this before we bought it, and we already had talked to a builder to get all the works done. So we had quote and everything. And then we purchased it. It took quite a few months to get that done, and we lined up the builder and the work started a month ago. So it's already been a month. It's really exciting because I think getting works done not only makes your home like your own, because you put your own stamp on it, you design it, and it's all to your taste, but also it's really good for increasing the value of the property, because obviously when you bought the property, it was valued at the original condition that you bought it at, and then once you get the works done, because it's in a new condition, it's modern, it's made to all the new regulations and laws, that way the value of the property goes up as well, so you get some capital appreciation. Anyway, a bit of technical stuff for you. If you are interested, I can do more videos on that stuff. So this is a 3-bed house, but in UK the 3rd bed is generally a smaller one. So technically I think it's 2-bed, but they call it 3-bed. And the 3rd bedroom is more like you could only fit a single bed, or like make it an office or a study or something. So what's been happening? Okay. So what's been happening in the last month? Well, lots actually. So they stripped this entire house out. As you can see, it's bare walls right now. So we went right back to the brick because it had like really old wallpaper and the plaster was coming off. So it's just back to basics now, and then everything will be fresh. There'll be fresh plaster going up, fresh paint going up. There was a really, really ugly looking fireplace here, which we stripped out, and we currently in our budget don't have any more money to get a new nice modern fireplace, so we're just going to plaster it up and leave it empty and put some nice big candles. I quite like it, and I think for now we just leave it like that until we have more money to do it up. That's the other thing I want to talk about actually. This stuff, people have this misconception that you have to be loaded to get all this work done. Yes, you need some money, but it's not like we have money raining down on us. It's all hard-earned money, lots of savings, lots of blood, sweat and tears have gone into it, because I won't go into it, but basically I had just given birth to Myra, and I was out doing properties and stuff at winter time, when it's the best time to find good deals as well. Anyway, so yes, it does require some money, but we are by no means rich, and we have to be very careful with our budget now that I'm on maternity leave and we have a baby to look after. So yeah, the budget is quite tight. Okay, so yeah, this is the living room. It's an Edwardian house, like I said, so it has these nice big bay windows. It's a nice wide window, which is something we really liked about this house. Just the amount of light coming in, big windows everywhere, and because it's Edwardian, it's got nice big squarish rooms, so that I really like. What else do I talk about? So yeah, basically that's it. I think the electrician has been here last week, which is why you can see all these new sockets here that have gone in. So they have rewired the entire house because the old wiring was just not compatible anymore. And we are getting some new lighting done in this house as well. So let's walk around. So this is, hang on. So that is a staircase behind me. And this is a stud wall that's gone in. So that's a fake wall that we're putting in, and there will be a toilet here inside in that space, because these houses here in the UK, very frustratingly, only have one big toilet combined with a bathroom, and obviously it's not enough, because in the mornings when you're rushing around or just for emergencies, you need a spare toilet. So we are getting a tiny one made under the staircase. It was really difficult actually, this one, because there is no room left now for like storage in the hallway. Like, where do I keep my house pram, or where do we make a cloakroom to put all the coats in the winter, or where do we keep our shoes here? So yeah, the space is gonna get tight. The other big change here is that, where am I? Oh yeah, that door that now leads into the kitchen and dining area, they're going to block this wall off, because obviously you need that space behind me for the toilet, and move the door here so that basically you come in from the front door, you go into the lounge, and then you go into the kitchen dining space. Okay, let's go in here. So that is my favorite part of the house. There used to be a big wall here in the middle, because that back part was the kitchen and this was the dining, but they've pulled the wall down, and this was obviously our choice. We wanted a nice big open kitchen dining space, because kitchen is such a social place for us. Like, it's such a nice place for lots of family time for us. So we wanted that open space. Actually, if I really could, I would have opened this entire space out as well and just have one big living dining kitchen. That's what we're used to back in Australia. That's how we lived. But here it's not always possible with heating and stuff. You kind of want the heating to be contained in smaller rooms as well. We would have liked to get underfloor heating, but we couldn't afford it this time. So we have to be very careful with retaining heat in these rooms. And oh yeah, there's a lot of wiring up on the ceiling. As you can see, they've rewired this entire place. We're getting down lighting here, which just will make this room so much brighter than having a single bulb hanging from the ceiling. We obviously gonna get a new kitchen installed, so they stripped out the entire old kitchen. It was really old, and there is, however, a log burner here which we are keeping because it's quite nice. It's not that old, and it'll be nice to, have a traditional log burner in winter, so it'll be nice and cozy. And the big change actually in this room is also that. So although this is a really lovely bay window, all the windows here are single glazed in this house because it's that old, and that's not enough in winters. You need double glazing for good heat retention. So we had to change this anyway, and because we were changing so many windows in the house, well, all the windows in the house, the builder suggested, why don't we just get bifold doors, which is basically floor to ceiling glass doors all the way on this wall that you can just fold open when you want. And that's really a contemporary modern design. It also increases the value of the house. So pretty much everything in this house we have thought to do has been, the driving force has been not just functionality for our own purpose, but also the fact that it had to increase the value of the house. So we can't go too crazy budget-wise, but it has to be just enough to increase the value of the house. So that's going to be lovely to be able to just walk out into the garden from here. And that's pretty much it. So we have a really, really big backyard, by the way. There's just so much of land outside here. We're going to have to get a gardener and just tidy this space out for us because there's so much bamboo. Let's have a look. So that is all just bamboo, and it's just way too close to the house and creating damping issues and stuff. So that needs to be cleared out. What else? Let's go have a look upstairs. How are you doing, Myra? Are you having fun? She's my little sidekick, comes with me everywhere. All right, I'm gonna pause while I go upstairs and then resume. Okay. Okay, I'm now upstairs. So yes, this is a double-story house. Most houses in the UK are like that, unless you're in a bungalow. We actually have a nice big landing, which is very refreshing because you don't often get that in the houses. Let me start by the bathroom, I guess. So I've just walked into what was the bathroom toilet. They've obviously kept the toilet because the builders need to use that when they're here. What we're going to do is obviously get a new bathroom suite here, but the layout is completely changing. I don't think it's worth me going through it, but originally we were just going to get we wanted just a shower because that's what we technically use. But then with Myra, it's really nice to give her a bath in the bathtub. I don't quite know how to give her a bath in the shower. I'm sure a lot of people do it, but I just find the bathtub a lot easier. She gets to play on splash water. It's quite nice. So, and also for the value of the house, because in the UK people use a bath, take a bath a lot. So we had to get a bathtub. So then we thought, okay, let's get a shower over the bath. But then we were like, oh, that's really not nice. It'll be, I'm not a big fan of shower over the bath. So we were like, we want a shower and a bathtub. How do we get that in this space? So we had to do a bit of designing, and we finally decided to actually take this wall down and use up a bit of more space from our bedroom, which is on the other side, and increase the bathroom space. That way, we eventually agreed to, we were able to fit in a bathtub, a shower, a toilet, and a sink. And then, this is the master bedroom that I've just walked into. I'm sorry you can't really tell much, because the camera's pointing my way. But essentially, that's the new fake wall now. So that gap in the middle between the two walls is what's going to be taken up by the bathroom. I'm not quite sure. I think that's the old carpet. It's disgusting. And there used to be a fireplace here, which was blocked ages ago, but they still had the chimney stack, which goes all the way down into the kitchen. But it's not in use anymore, but it's really expensive to take a chimney breast out, so it's as is, going to be as is. Hopefully in the future we will have built-in wardrobes on the side. We just ran out of money this time. What is happening in the bedroom? So yeah, new windows, plaster paint, carpets on the floor. They've obviously gone and rewired and put sockets, so that's the light switch as you enter. There should be more sockets in this room. Why do we only have 3? But they've not done it. I need to check with the builder. Yeah, I need to check that. There's also a nice big loft space up there. So in the future, if we want to convert that into another bedroom, we can. There's a lot of potential. We can also extend into the backyard if we want to. Okay, so I've just walked into the 3rd bedroom, which is the smallest one out of all. This is just going to be a guest room, I think. We're going to put our day bed in here. And that's the view. So that's the main road outside. And actually we have a tennis club on the other side. So it's quite nice. You can watch people play tennis. And it's also a bowling club. Interesting. And then, finally, the last room, which is going to be Myra's room. It's this one. Again, I love the big windows. Absolutely love them. Again, a chimney breast. This one is the one that goes into the living room. Over here, we're just going to block it up and just plaster over it. We don't want a fireplace in every room. We don't need it. It's just something that, you know, if the next owners after us, if we ever sell it, want to open up and use it as a fireplace, they can. But we are going to block it up. So basically, that's the plan so far. I am going to end this video here and do a quick tour myself again and just study everything properly, make sure that they've done the work as we have discussed. If not, then I need to jot down some notes to discuss with the builder. So I hope you found this interesting, and maybe I'll do more of these in the future every time I come in and just show you some progress. I do talk a lot about this on my Instagram stories, so if you are interested, go check them out. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!